If you want to earn a lot in 2025 in technical field, then you have to learn a subject and you have to also gain few skills around this subject. Then I am very sure then in 2025 you will get a job with a huge package. Let me tell you from my own experience, I started learning this subject and started gaining these skills in the year 2023, and I implemented it for different projects, and then I got a job in 2024 in this field, and by God's grace I am earning quite well. Yes, I know you are thinking right. The subject is none other than generative AI. Generative AI is blooming and lots of job markets are there and people are going crazy to hire skillful people in this field of generative AI. But from where to prepare, how to prepare, if you want to know, then watch this video. This video is then for you. Here I am telling you the roadmap of learning generative AI in 2025 and cracking a good job with a high salary package. Watch this video till end, and at the end of the video I will tell you a secret sauce. By implementing that secret sauce, it will change your life a lot. Before starting, let me give a short introduction about myself. Welcome to AT Academy. The main motto of this channel is AI for Aam Janta. My name is Dr. Ayan Devnath. I am an IIT Delhi alumni and Fulbright research scholar at Harvard University. I have total 9+ years of experience in the field of artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, NLP, generative AI. Let's watch this video. Welcome to my metaverse. Generative AI roadmap in 2025. You have to learn these 7 topics, or you have to go through this 7-step process to learn each and every subject clearly and then to implement it. You can jump directly to the 6th step or to the 5th step because you have to know the basic fundamental things. Interviewer will ask you on the basic things, and even if you don't know the basic things, then you yourself will face difficulties in day-to-day work life. So you have to go through the basics to the advanced level, and you have to follow these 7 steps. The first step is about Python. Python programming is very basic fundamental things for AI, and you have to have proficiency in Python programming language. In Python programming, there are different frameworks like Pandas, NumPy. So for data manipulation, you have to know, you have to have graphs on Pandas in NumPy. You can do some basic programmings like reverse a string, Fibonacci series. Like this you can practice. And also you have to get some ideas on data processing, data cleaning. There is some text where there is some special characters, and you have to remove these special characters, that is data processing or data cleaning. So how you can remove these special characters from your text, that is a very important question, and you have to practice this kind of questions. Now the next important thing which you need to do is statistics. You don't have to become a PhD in the field of statistics, but you should know the basic building blocks of statistics. Say for example, hypothesis testing, which is very important. Then comes the confusion matrix. What is confusion matrix? How to implement the confusion matrix in programming language? Then what is true positive, false positive? What is type 1 error? What is type 2 error? You have to know about these things. Then again, an important performance matrices, you have to know about these things like accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, area under the curve, ROC. These things you have to know in statistics. Now coming to the next important topic is machine learning. In machine learning, broadly you can divide it into supervised learning and unsupervised learning, and also you can say there are algorithms like clustering and regression. So you have to know the basic techniques, and then you have to deep down into some of the algorithms, basic algorithms like support vector machine, SVM. So what is gamma in SVM? You have to know this kind of things. What is support vectors? Then there are some other algorithms like k-means clustering, then KNN. In k-means clustering, you have to know a few things like what is elbow technique. Then there are some other algorithms like decision tree, random forest. So what you need to know, that what are the different kinds of hyperparameters which are used in decision tree, which are used in random forest. What is bootstrap? How you can avoid overfitting in decision tree by using some techniques like pruning. So these kind of things are very fundamental, and you have to get an idea on this. Apart from this, you can also have some idea on regulation techniques like or lasso regulation technique or ridge techniques. Okay, ridge regulations. Now coming to the next important topics, which is deep learning. So neural network is the basic building block of deep learning. So you have to know about ANN, artificial neural network. Then what you can learn you can learn about some activation functions like sigmoid activation function, softmax activation function, ReLU activation function, when you can use this activation function, in what scenario you can use, can you use it in inner layers or can you use it in the outer layers. So these things is very important. Interviewer ask about these questions, and moreover I have created a video where I have mentioned that what are the questions interviewer ask in generative AI. So you can go and watch that video. Coming to this deep learning, so another important topic which you can learn is optimizer, Adam optimizer, RMS prompt क्या है, RMS prompt, momentum. Then come to the advanced level of deep learning, that is CNN, convolutional neural network. So learn what is convolution, how stride is important, how it plays an important role in CNN. Now coming to the sixth important step, that is NLP, natural language processing, which is the basics of generative AI for text processing specifically. So there, what things which you should learn and you should keep it in your roadmap is that stemming, limitation, what is word embeddings, what is bag of words, what is TF-IDF, what is word to vec. Then comes to some intermediate level like sequence to sequence, RNN, LSTM, bidirectional RNN, and then you have to learn these things. You have to keep these things in your roadmap, that is transformer. I have created dedicated lots of videos on transformers where I have discussed about different parts of transformers like encoder, decoder, different techniques used in transformer like self-attention mechanism, multi-head self-attention mechanism, how you can do decoding in transformers. Transformer was invented in the year of 2017 by an Indian guy from Google and University of Toronto, and after that the whole world of NLP changed and generative AI started. So generative AI is the transformer is the basic backbone of generative AI. So you have to get knowledge on transformers. Interviewer asks lots of questions on transformers. Then what you need to know is the most important step is the LLM, large language model. So how you can download different large language model from open source platforms like from Hugging Face. You have to know those things. Then you have to know the basics of the what is BART model, what is BART model. Then you have to know how you can do a fine tuning. Say you have downloaded a pre-trained model and then you want to do a fine tuning. So how you can do a fine tuning on that model. There are different techniques of doing fine tuning like PEFT, parameter efficient fine tuning technique. What is that technique, how it is implemented, and what is the advantage of that technique. Then there comes some important concepts like LoRa, that is low rank adaptation technique, then QLoRa, quantized low rank adaptation technique. These are very, very important and you have to know these techniques. Then you can also try some projects by using some paid sources like you can use some frameworks like LangChain, Llama Index. These are also very, very important. And now coming to one very important thing, concept is that RAG, retrieval augmented generation. So if you are going for generative AI interview, then you have to get idea on what is RAG, what is vector database. So get some idea on these things, and you can build some custom LLM also. You can train it, you can do inference. So these things are important. You have to get some idea on these things. Now project implementation is very, 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 very important. Yes, even if you are a freshers or an experienced candidate, project implementation is very important. So you have to do some hands-on. So you can create different codes and you can push it to GitHub for your visibility, so the interviewer can see how much you have implemented, because interviewer will not rely only on your theoretical knowledge. He or she want to see that whether you have actually practically implemented it or not, how much you have practical knowledge. So for that, if you are freshers, then your GitHub link is very important thing, where you have to showcase that what you have actually implemented in real world scenario. And if you are an experienced candidate, that in that case, whatever you have done in your past company, that plays a very important role. Okay, so project implementation is very, very important. I can tell you some projects which you can do. It's like text summarization, then classification, then text generation. This is about text. Then you can also do some about image generation, image classification, sentiment analysis. Then you can use LangChain, RAG frameworks to do some kind of email shorting, chatbot applications. Create something, some projects which is very good and which is very well known, and you can show it to your interviewer. Okay, now as I have promised you that at the end of the video I will tell you a secret sauce. So it is the time now. The secret sauce is deployment. You should have some idea how you can deploy the AI model which you have developed in some cloud-based platform or on device, or by creating some UI so that the customer can use it. So if you have this idea, then obviously you will get an advantage than rest of the people. Get some idea on basics of cloud computing on AWS, Azure Local Cloud or Google Cloud. Okay, and then also get some idea on Fast API, which is a framework where you can develop in-house some UI and you can host your model in that. Okay, and also get some idea about Docker container, what is Dockerization, how you can create an image in Docker. See, if you have this idea on deployment, then I am telling you from my own experience, you will get much advantage than rest of the crowd. Okay, so follow this 7-step process one by one. Start, learn about all the subjects, get proficiency in these subjects and topics, and I will be creating more videos like this. I have already created some videos where I have told you what interviewers ask in generative AI based interviews and how you can answer those questions. Regarding that, I will be creating lots of video. If you want to be successful, then there are two things in life. Either you have to be a genius or you have to work hard. There are many people like who are genius, but I'm not. So what I choose the second part, that I have to work hard. And if you want to work hard like me, then you have to genuinely follow these steps which I have mentioned. And if you follow this step, give your 120% each and every day, then I am very sure then you will crack a good job, and the reward you will get, it's huge, it's tremendous, and it's not far away. In 2025 only you can change your life. I hope you like this video. Subscribe to my channel and share this video with all of your enthusiastic friends who want to skyrocket their career and want to have a sky high package salary.